Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure. Welcome back to the old Transport Fever 2 Evolution. And we're riding on a train. We don't often start out riding on a train. I'll grant you that. That's not something we do very often. But we're starting out riding on a train. Where are we? Well, I know we're somewhere else entirely, aren't we? It's a bit of a mystery. Well, you're going to have to wait and see. I mean, you could probably read the bit at the bottom of the screen if you really cared. But no. I imagine most of you are going, no, I won't bother reading the bit at the bottom of the screen. Are you still resisting reading the bit at the bottom of the screen? Are you? I bet you're not. I bet you've read it. And you're kind of going, oh, spoilers. That's right. It's one of our very first, this is Train 2. Train 2 we're riding aboard. So it's one of our very first rail routes that were created on the map. And we're going to extend it. We've just arrived in City 17. The giveaway there is the sign there. It says City 17. That's how you can tell. And we're off towards the final stop on this route, which is Sunnydale. I mean, we could ride along, but I mean, wouldn't you rather get on with it? I'll do a bit of this. Here you go. That's not untasteful. It's not great. Because I haven't got proper control over the situation. I'm just cheating. I'm skimming along from the camera view. But, you know, what's not to like? Okay, good. Right, okay, so we're here to give you some kind of idea where that puts us in the grand scheme of things. Over here is the water, yeah. There's Dirge. This is where we've been faffing around lately. And now the overall scheme is the Ergmellenflex mountain route is the name of this route. Comes out, spins around there. City 17 we just went through into Sunnydale. There's only one train running this route. Yeah, I mean that's how unloved this area is. But it gets worse because the other side of this mountain range is Hill Valley, and then you've got Stegoland, and you've got Metropolis. And you've got New Bongolia, and you've got the Citadel. And I think Twin Peaks is connected, isn't it? Didn't I do something nice there? No. Twin Peaks isn't connected either, right? So you've got all of these unconnected stations, and I think, towns even, unconnected towns. I think they're the only ones that lack any kind of... I'm just checking outside link to other places. I think even Dark City has got a station at this point. Has it? I think you thought about it but didn't actually do it. No, that's buses for you, bruv. No, it's not. Look, that's a station. What are you talking about? And then Edgeslum's done, obviously. Miranda's done, obviously. Sherman. No, hold on. I think there is maybe one more, and it's in an unusual location. Unless I'm wrong. Isn't there somewhere along here that I haven't done? Dirge doesn't have a passenger station. Nope. And the Shady Palms is the end of the line. Right, so there's Bloodhaven, which is on the line, and then that's it. So Dirge doesn't have a rail connection for passengers. Oh, it must feel really left out, because Waterdeep does. And then on the other side, Shady Palms does. And Dirge is in the middle and goes, what's wrong with me? Well, screw you then. Anyway, there's the Armada doing its thing. But let's get it back on with the thing we're getting on with. Today, a simple one. Simple. We're going to go from Sunnydale to Hill Valley. That's all. Nothing else. How are you going to do that then? Well, the existing station finishes here. Okay, strictly speaking, it finishes at this depot. But that's the end of the line. And we need to get to there. Now then, I'm prepared to move the station. Sunnydale's a nothing town right now, so I can move anything. It's a question of what's the best way of doing it. I don't really want to put in a passenger helix. Sorry, I mention it because that just floated through my numbskull brain. But Hill Valley's got... I mean, it's just a fabulous location. Stegoland would be a fabulous location if it wasn't right at the edge of the map, because it's surrounded by all these mountains on all sides. Everything is surrounded by mountains at this... Oh, hold on. Right, you want to hook into Hill Valley in such a way that you can work your way through that gully to get up to Stegoland. Then it's tunnel. You've got naught but tunnel, and you've got to reach Metropolis, which is at a higher elevation, which means that's where you put your helix. Stegoland becomes an interchange unless you do it in Hill Valley. So you could do Hill Valley, Stegoland, Metropolis, and then you could do Hill Valley, Bongolia, Citadel, maybe work round to Erie? Don't know. But I mean, it's worth figuring this out now because it changes what I'm going to do at Sunnydale. All right, so if you're coming in from Sunnydale and you want to go on to Bongolia, I mean, that's quite straightforward. I mean, you follow this road. That's your safest route. You're still going to be doing some tunnelling there. Well, I mean, don't pretend for a second we're not going to be doing some tunnelling today. There's no way of avoiding it. But what if we did, though? No, not here. I mean, look, if you're... No matter the approach, you've got a choice of kind of swerving that way or swerving this way, because you can't go uphill steeply enough to get through this range. So you could swing round, thus climbing the entire time. I'm looking for the narrow bit. There isn't one. Okay, well, you're climbing all the time. So you again, I think we follow the road. Then we probably cut through this ridge before then starting our descent again alongside there. This is quite nice. It's not an efficient route. And then, I don't know, what? Through the mountain? No, you're going to have to continue round. You won't be low enough. So continue round and then hook in on a path somewhere that cuts sort of through the middle. Yeah, it's going to have to be through the middle so that we can take advantage on a route running out that way. So Hill Valley becomes an interchange. This becomes the anchor point for Hill Valley, Stegoland, Metropolis, which is it's a weird route, but I think the kids are going to love it. You could put an airport at Metropolis. Yeah. Some terrain manipulation may be required. Yeah. Either way, I think, yeah, you know, I think we will make this a massively inefficient route. All right, let's get to work. All right, kill that and this. Yeah. Right, okay, we have our starting point. So we're going to go up. Where's the turn point? I think the turn point is just beyond the road. So we want to hook round at the road, cut through the mountain, and then come back the other way. We're going to try and stay above ground as much as possible, but, I mean, we're clutching at quite a few straw. We're clutching at an entire hay bale if we think that this is going to work. I will give us, you know what? I will use 120 kilometre an hour track. That road's a bit cheeky. Yeah, I know, but I mean, it'll get used to the idea or it won't. Right, we don't need catenary. Or do we? You know where we should do catenary? On the Metropolis route. Oh, yeah, that would work. Because I'm not going to electrify all the way back to Ergmelonflex. That doesn't make any sense. So I think we go... Do you want to go steeply up immediately? Well, show me what we've got here. So that's going maximum steepitude. Get rid of this road. And then pause it until we're past. Pause. Bulldoze. Kill. Track. Onwards. Because otherwise it's just me, you see, echoing in your ears. So you haven't even got the pleasing ambience of the world. All right, that's steep uphill. We cut through here in a tunnel, come out the other side, and we'll skirt the hills. Okay, you're going to double track all the way? Not yet. No, I'm going to stay single track for now, just to see if the route works. Okay, right. It's coming out the other side. Look how far short we are of the ground. Yeah, no. Come on. Break ground. Break ground. We've had to swerve pretty much all the way back in again. I don't want to do that. I want to... Because that's going to take us out of... Actually, it'll make the next corner a bit easier. Okay. All right, bring it in. I tell you what, let's put the the sharpest corner we can here, using my standard philosophy of it's close to the station and therefore we're either accelerating or decelerating anyway, and that gets us above ground a little earlier. And then we'll go uphill a lot. I mean, the view's nothing special. That's the thing. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't matter, right? This is not a route that is going to be massively rewarding payment-wise unless you build demand using other means. Okay, right. What are you going to do to that road? Oh, something unspeakable. But there's people using it. Yeah, so am I. And I was here first. Well, that's not entirely true. Ooh, yeah, okay. I don't mind that as long as it's a peekaboo tunnel. There is no peeking, booing, or otherwise going on there. The only booing coming from the sound of disappointed sightseers who went, oh, well, I was enjoying that. All right. This is a little further than I originally intended, but it does get us higher. I mean, as high up as we go, we've got to come back down again. But having a bit of tunnel there means that I can relink that road without it being a mission. Okay, try that. I'm not thrilled about the pathing so far. It's not making me go, oh, I'm totally nailing this. You should have started your turn earlier. I may change my plea here. This is a catastrophe. Unless you want to bleed all the speed off, which would be that. There are worse ideas. We're not helixing, not here. No. Okay, this is going to have been some Victorian industrialist's lofty notion of getting to his favourite ski resort. And you kind of go, but it takes 9 hours to get up 3 miles of hillside. And you go, yeah, it's great. You go, well, okay. And also we use kilometres here. Yeah, whatever. I think that's a duff idea. Right. I think we sacrifice this above ground section. Right, and instead we pull our corner alongside the road. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, the other option is that I go to town with the... I mean, I've got almost... I'll turn the ambience back on. You were saying a moment ago it would dismay people if there were no ambience. No ambience? No ambience. What were you saying? I can't remember. Good. Right, well, I'm glad we had this conversation. Keep going and see how bad it gets. There's a very real chance that... I mean, look at the delta between where we are and that's the surface. That's rubbish. Weren't you going to go straight through the mountain at this point? Because you'll come out there. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. Where does that arrive? It doesn't. Oh, my goodness. We're still below ground. It's a mountain. What were you expecting? Now that's a good high-speed corner going into a low-speed corner, and frankly the speed is only going to be an issue on the way back. I'm lost. We're going there. Well, you know what this lends itself towards? A really flippin' amazing bridge, the likes of which are impressive, or skirting around the inside of this bowl. Probably, yeah, dropping height all the way. Okay, yeah. Well, in which case the big bridge is not a goer. I'm not in favour of inclinable bridges. I'm not inclined towards bridges that incline. Okay, right. Well, look, there's the top of your goat run. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so then switch into a keep a flat time. Tiger has already decided that keeping a flat is what he's going to try and do. Well, he's actually going, nope, down we go. Arguably, I did not need to come up this high, but until I ride it, I won't know just how much of a roller coaster has been constructed. It's going to be some of a roller coaster. Probably the bit where they take your photograph. Yeah, ease it out that way a bit because we want to make this corner as quick as possible. I don't mean quick as in get round the corner quickly. I mean maintain the track speed. Okay, well that's a tunnel. Yeah, but we come out again where? There. I'm okay with that. It's not quite a full-on peekaboo tunnel, but it's not far off. And then if we maintain this, we'll tunnel again, come out, get a bit of a span. Okay. We're not quite maintaining full speed, but we've got a speed going on. So this wants to be pretty much flat since you are not inclined towards inclining bridges. Okay, that will look like that. How high up are we? You know, pretty high up. Yeah, don't care. Yeah, we're done. I'm doing this anyway. All right, show me my standard favourites. That one. Okay, we're not full length yet. We haven't gone the full span. I don't mind that. It's an absolutely shockingly awful view. It's not. It's beautiful. You'll come out there and go, I have never seen so many trees in my entire life. And you kind of go, yeah, I mean, I was sort of hoping for majestic landscape and what have you. But, I mean, sure, trees. Go on, show me something moderately safe. Jolly green. It's a good basic jolly green. I can't knock it. Okay, keep with it. All right, onwards. Right, back into the tunnel again. Now we'll hook a bit of a corner here. Actually, no we won't. Now we'll back this up again. So we'll stay on the flat until kind of tunnel entrance time. Keeping the magnitude of the bridge intact. Then we'll start going down again. That's another 64 kilometre an hour. That's not quick. All right, we'll go with 70. How far are we off? We're close, and we are a million... Well, hold on. Why don't you fly the crow? All right, I know the construction's not possible, but when do we hit the ground? You hit the ground there. Oh, that's better than anticipated. All right, okay. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to take that route, obviously. I just wanted to... It's a good test to see just how much downhill is required. And it's not as much as I expected, so that's a good thing. Right, then what we'll do is we will curve around this way. Oh, and we'll try... It might make for too aggressive a turn. What I was thinking is we try and do a round here and then come in following the same rail as we'll be going out the other way. I mean, that'll be interesting. I mean, I'm still not 100% on... Is this what we're making? We're going to ride it as well today. Make our merry way along this route. A little peekaboo tunnel. I've built this before, you know. Not this exact route, obviously, but... Well, hold on. You're there. You don't need to go any further. Right, now just hook it round, slap it in there. Oh, yeah, okay. Right, hook, slap, hook slap. That's a specialist shot in ice hockey. Right, give me that. Yeah, put me... What I don't want you doing, Sunshine, is undulating, all right? We're either above, we're below, or we're slap bang in the middle. Undulations are for disco dancers, which we are not. That is not a bad route. At this end, I might have to change something else in the middle. All right, I'll take it. Don't wrap it, I'll ride it home. Okay, right. Pause. Yeah, no. Flipping camper van. Every time there's some bunch of Herberts in a camper van who are coming along going, hey, Charlie, let's go check this out. Oh, yeah. That's what they sound like. Herbert said, yeah, no, that's what I sounded like when I had a camper van. Yeah, I mean, all the time. That's, I mean, people might have got annoyed, but I don't think they did. I think they found it charming. Oh, you know what I'm seeing here? No, but you're going to tell us, aren't you? Yeah. Right, so, I'm going to kill these houses. They've got no chance of life. We will build the station here. Right? I know I would normally be tempted to put like a terminus in there, but no, I'll modify one so that we continue onwards for our next leg, which is going to that way. Because that way we can have a little elevated section going over what remains of the buildings that I don't bulldoze. Yeah. All right. Okay. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Just leave me enough so I know where I'm going. Get rid of this. I know. I'll put it all back in. You haven't put that what? You haven't put that bit back in that is on the mountainside yet. It'll still be complaining about that as well. Well, you know what happens to people who complain? You gripe about it a bit and then do what they ask you to do anyway. Exactly. Yeah. Where's your track gone? It'll turn up when the moment is correct. Okay. Right. Is that enough space? This is rather a severe brush. These extra brush bits that I've got going on here, which I daren't touch because they all look very technical. Well, try one. All right. There you go. See, that did that. I don't know what it did. Try it over here. Oh, little square edge number. Yeah, but it's not... I don't understand. How is that any different to just using this? Except this is better. I don't know, but some mod maker went to a significant amount of effort to make that work, so don't you be dismissive of their efforts. They probably know exactly what it's for and just haven't told anybody. Right. Let us now place a station in the way that it looks like it's always been. What are we going to go with here? Have you got anything new and intriguing? Well, I've got the station Gorlitzer Bahnhof Siemens, Norm. Norm! What does that look like? It looks like this. Oh, stone me. I don't think that's really what we're chasing here, though, is it? Nah, I mean, that's more U-Bahn. What about the Station Eberswalder Strasse unter Bahnhof Strasse 2? Don't know. All right, no, but that's not giving either. What about you? What about... Oh! Senor Swanky Pants. Hello, Senor Swanky Pants. You might be about to be an item. Oh, I like this. Yeah, no, I'm prepared to destroy the entire town in order to make this work. Oh, yeah. Where's the train track? In the station. Is it, though? It's there somewhere. I can kind of get an impression of it, but I think we are about to bulldoze part, nay most, nay all of the town. Does that give you the angle you need? Yep, it does. Okay, slap it in and then make it work afterwards. Okay, did I need to configure it to... Where's the flaming train track? Oh, don't make it underground. It would work underground. Given that you're planning, because you would just emerge out through the hillside here. I'm debating with myself. Have to place it, and I see. Look, there you go. Now you can see the track. Right, it's all underground track. So we'd continue our... You know, you're in a tunnel there anyway. Well, show me that connection. All right, let's back up as far as the tunnel entrance here, just in case it needs a more robust downward spiral. Right, gimme... Yep, okay, here we go. Spiraling downwards. And... Bosh. You know, that's not bad. It feels like a bit of a letdown after all this way through the scenery and you end up in an underground station. There are many places that do this. That would be platform 1, which would continue onwards to elsewhere. Is that the right side? Which side of the track have you actually got hold of here? Ruddy Nora, we've come a long way there. I think I've got the right hand. Yeah, you've got the right hand track. Okay. Yeah, it's quite a trek across the flipping wilderness. Yeah, so there's the right-hand track. The left-hand track will come out that way, because obviously we're going onwards from here. Do you want to bulldoze this road and find out where you emerge? Oh, I'll make it emerge, mate, even if I have to elevate parts of the city to make that a thing. In fact, this town is so small, I might even bulldoze a lot of it, terrace it up nicely to get it to develop. Now, I know there are those amongst you that really take an active dislike of my willingness to bulldoze everything. But sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze. Alright, okay, where are you going with this? Well, I want to snap to that. Okay. Alright, then I'm committing to this as a course of action. Here we go. There you are, over there. Right. Now, we're going to need one set of points while this is the end of the line. So I'll slap them in here. Have you done that correctly? You're coming in that way. Yeah, we're coming back out that way. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So that's a set of points that won't have a purpose fairly soon. But at the moment, it definitely has a purpose. Bulldoze that as well. It's just more camper vans. They're a blight. They're really not. You love camper vans. Yeah, I know. But it's just not, you know, that belies my gruff exterior. Oh, yeah, your exterior is so very gruff. My goodness, you are so intimidating. Oh, my, oh, my. Give me... Yeah. Right, now, what are we looking at? Trees, bit of mountain, some greenery. Okay, cool. Now, bring the track... I'm going to put the track in now. That way we know what we're doing. Because I want to get the station rebuilt now as well. All right, that's ground level. Is that really... No, is that, yeah, that's the 180-degree mark. Okay, so we actually emerge back out again quite quickly. Huh. Is that what you're happy with? I guess so. And then we make the town work with this. I mean, you've now got to make this bit of road connect to something. It's not going to work. Stay underground, son. Or actually, give it a bit more ground in which to stay under. Right, there you go. Plinth up, sunshine. That's what they used to say in the Roman army. Get your plinth on. Come on. Yeah, no, get to the flipping... What? Why are you not staying underground? It's an underground station and I've just made the ground the same depth as the flipping whatnot. Don't give me this caper. No, stay underground where it's safe and the Martians won't find us. Well, that's unhelpful. What about if we go down? Yeah, now you see, now you're talking. Right, there we go. We're going to go down a little bit and then we'll probably come straight back up again. But, I mean, this allows me to build some town above this underground railway. You get with the program as well. Right, now, this is the end of the line. There's actually, what have we got? We've got 3 lines there. One of them is going to be the turnaround service for going out to Metropolis. So we're going to have 2 empty platforms that are just sat there thumb twiddling. Yeah, stuff them. All right. Okay. I'm just, drawing your attention to it. And then you are coming out over here. Not going downhill. You can come straight back uphill. There. All right. You're going to stay downhill for a smidge while we sort out the above ground traffic. And then you're going to come back uphill and re-emerge over here somewhere. Do you want to re-emerge any earlier? Well, you've got another bit of hillside to contend with anyway, so... There you go, that'll do. We'll work from that. That will be our start point for the return journey. Or the outward. Whatever journey that ends up being, that's the thing. Okay. Is that all the track we need to do for now? Well, apart from double tracking the line... Should we just commit to this and then maybe nuke some of it later if you really don't like it? The fact that I'm doing this now rather suggests that I've made a decision on that front. Okay, there you go. Yeah, keep going. Ah, lovely. And then you onwards. You know what? There's enough pokey back out again. Which is a technical term. Yeah, we've got to do a bit of pokey back out again. Yeah, there's some pokey back out again. I'm going to need to do some terraforming around here as well. I might do it. No, I'm not going to do it now. I will do it. Yeah. Which bit of terraforming are you referring to? To which terraforming do you refer? The bit you saw just then, there was a lip, which is going to look duff. So I'll get rid of it, and then it will look okay. Okay, fine. You sure it won't look like you're about to plummet off the edge of things? How do you feel about this bit? This bit looks weird from where I was just now. Hold on. Choo-choo. Alright, I keep coming along here. Yeah, it looks fine. It looks fine. I can handle going up a bit. I can handle going down a bit. What I don't want is lumpy, 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 lumpy. Because that's, you know, that's uncivilized. It's it lacks guile and sophistication. And I am all about both those things. Often at the same time. You come in or what? You've gone somewhere, but you've gone the wrong place there. Come here. Get through. Get on. Lovely job. Right. So, we're going to want a road, overpass, underpass, wombling free here. Well, this serves absolutely no purpose. So, let's get that murked. Does that go anywhere? No, that's got all the hallmarks of something you built previously. To go. And then the AI, God bless him, will quite happily just connect that up. No, the AI won't. He couldn't be bothered. But we'll slap in a cheeky bridge here. What else? What's the current phase of the project? We're on road building. Okay, right, good. Well, glad we worked that out. Right, so if I just bung in something like that, right, and then we'll pop a wheelie on the middle. That's 2. I don't like more than 2. Eesh. Seriously, dude. Seriously, there's enough clearance here. Give me 2 to start with. All right, and then get me across there. Hey, I saw it. Don't pretend it didn't work, because it did. There you go. Get as far. Just get as. You might be a bit far out, or an oblique angle. You're going to need some kind of support for the track there. Why are you doing that? Stay on the flat. If you can't do it on the flat, that's fine, but I need to know. We don't do sloping bridges except under extraordinary circumstances. Pump this by about 2 micros. That's not it. That one. That's it. There you go. Do we think 1 micro would have worked? We don't know. We never will. Either way, now support this with something supportable. Keep it basic, keep it real, keep it trustworthy. Maybe. You know what else would work? Oh, I know what else would work. Hang on. Give me this. Grab. Yeah, we're on the... You've got the right gun. Select from about there. Oh, no, you chose the wrong bit. You wanted one that was a bit higher up. No. That'll be okay. All right, okay. Yeah. I know. I'm playing it very fast and loose with like, I'll just change up the entire landscape. It'll be great. There you go. Something like that. Give it some of this. There you go. Right. No pillars, I notice. I know pillars have become my flipping bête noire of late. It's going like, monsieur, you once said on one of his French, on one of your videos that you really rather enjoyed making the pillars. How would you like to make more pillars, senor? Senor? Ah, oui. I am bilingual. All right, if you say so, bruv. Well, that's an eyesore. Yeah. Balls. That'll be fine. Yeah. Just do that, right, and then do that. I was hoping to preserve that house. Well, hopes and dreams and prayers and thoughts. I don't like it. Go again. Okay, right. Do it. No. I know, optimistic hitting of the train track button there, and kind of go, can we put some more trains in? No, you can't. What about that? Well, that's a better slope. It's still very slopey, though. Okay. What if you were to maintain the height a little further and connect it round into there, because then you could get a road underneath that. Yeah, but it's rubbish for overall connectivity, though. Whereas they've got a level crossing there. If you were feeling particularly spiteful, you could probably get another level crossing in here as well, but I don't think you really need it. You've just done a flaming train route across the Alps, and now you're umming and ahhing about building some naff road bridge in the city of a town in the city of a town? What do you want about? In the middle of a town that you are quite prepared to nuke most of if it stands in the way of progress. Just put that in, right? Think functionality first, baby. There you go, do that, right? Does it look completely awful? It doesn't look completely awful. Well, then it's good enough. This isn't even the complicated bit. You don't even need to do a good bit here. You can save your brain cycles for doing good bits for when you reach the other end. There you go, see, smoothing gun, looks perfect. Right, move on. Signal as we go. Well, save signalling afterwards. Select our favoured signal of the moment. I do like a security magnet, but I couldn't eat a whole one. Do that. Hey, we're on the one way. Yep. Give me a spot of this. Now, there's only one. We're going to extend the route that we were looking at the start of the episode. And therefore, we're going to need more train on that route, which means we're going to need a new depot. Oh, yeah. Roads, please. So you might want to consider that. And also, you might want to consider replacing the train that's on there. I don't know which locomotive I've got on there at the moment, actually. It will have been one of the older ones. I mean, I say that. It's all quite old. We've advanced the game by 5 years over the course of the 50 or so episodes that it's taken to reach this point. That is jolly steep. That is jolly steep, but don't take away the joy from the drivers who thoroughly flipping love coming up and down here, even though they go, sweetheart, if the brakes fail now, we're dead. All right? So, if that happens, I just want you to know it's been brilliant. Good. Now, put your seatbelt on. Let's go. If you want to read out the flip rally directions as we go. Very long, easy right, downhill, a lot. Caution, over edge of cliff. That's about the size of it. We're not getting, this is not working. You're trying to go through the rail tunnel. You telling me I need to come up that bit more steeply? Yes. Fine, then I will. It'll work around that corner, but you've got to get the steep up to insane magnitude. Okay, that snapping's not going to help, is it? Nope. Nope, it genuinely is not. Right, pull round to about there. This looks like it might work. Keep coming. Keep going. No, that's a tunnel. We do not tunnel in this dojo. You've just tunnelled a heck of a lot. We're not tunnelling in this dojo with this road. Alright, I guess the road's now taking a different path. Now, get over. Alright, now it'll get over, but that's Death Corner. This is all ski slope, flipping and elevation downhillness. Yeah. You know, it's one of the things this game does really, really, really well. And you don't ever really give it credit or pay too much attention. And that is the generation of roads when the map is first created is really good. Recreating those roads is quite a mission. There you go. I'm not just saying that because I'm on the squad now. It's more a case of it's something that I'd not given enough. That's really, really well done previously. So I'm doing it now. Okay? Unprompted. They didn't ask me to go, could you, give some props to the road generation? We're really pleased with it. No one ever mentions it. So I'm mentioning it now. They didn't say that. I'm just saying they didn't have to say that because I'm saying it unprompted, unbidden. What are you going to do there? Give me an embankment. Because I'm going to smoothing gun to make this happier. Okay. That's it. Nice. What about this corner? I think all this road needs upgrading. Well, it is a major thoroughfare for almost 3 or 4 cars a year. So there you go. Yeah, that's done quite a bit, and the rest of it's out of sight, so we don't really care. Do this bit as well. Lovely old job. I think you've got a bus route going on there. No, you might have. What the heck is? What's this nonsense? All right, I take it back. The road generation's bobbins. What? That's a remarkable level of insanity going on there. I'm so much so I think I'm actually going to fix it. Right, yeah. Get out of there, you clown. It's all right, and it's not like I'm going because this bit is so much better. Far from it. You know what you need? You know, a flipping motorway, mate. You know, you need an A road. That's got A road written all over, and you, yeah. And you as well. And your little dog. Give me the thing with the whatnot and the doodad. This, that, big fat 4-laner, a 4-banger country road. I'm using the straight line tool. Watch. Bosh. Yeah, I suppose. Yep. No, that's what you're getting. Straightforward bit of bosh there. Right, now give me this. Now make it curvy again. Now give me this. Now do that. Is that neat enough for you? It's neatish. It's not, though. No, you've got... whee! Lump. Whoop. Yeah. Hello, Jeff. He's coming in. Yeah. Right. No, that's not it, Jeff. Jeff, let me continue... Jeffy, let me concentrate on this for the moment, would you? Yeah. Get out of my face box. Is that better? That is sort of, yes. All right. You could have put a roundabout in here. Yeah, I know, but you've seen me fight roundabouts before. It's not a pretty sight, and nobody wants to see that again. Stick that down there, and then this. Kill that bit of roads. You need access to the road depot, but not so much road access to the road depot that it makes you feel uncomfortable. Right, and then slap this. I'm not even using that oil well that it goes to, but who's to say that it will stay that way? I might use that oil depot later on. Could happen. And then I'm going to change you to town road, just in case madness strikes and you decide to build out this way, and that someone somewhere is really going to want to have their des res just outside the inter-highway linky town linky. Why are you making bridge noises? Did I build it? Yeah, you've got an unsupported bridge there. Put it back in. Give it some support. Show it some love. Demonstrate that we're into... Don't start making unsupported bridge noises while I'm just selecting from a menu. We're not there yet. There you go. And then this one. Right. We'll go town road on this as well, just in case it gets the temperament when masses of people start moving in, because I'm connecting this up to various parts of barely civilization. Okay, you could put an airport in here. No, it's too close to Ergmelonflex. Ergmelonflex is barely remaining solvent, and it's the airport that's making that happen. There you go, look at that. That's modern. That's how you know I've been here. There's a straight line here. He's been in. Right. Just ease some of this. I'm going to retree the bits that I've carved out as well. Just because it will look nicer. Either that or I'll de-tree a little bit more around the outside. Just because it will look... No, that's a retree job. Do you know what type of tree that is? It's one of them. Ah, good. Assets. Trees. There. Is it one of those? Oh, you can't tell. Hang on. Yes. Right. Give me the brush. How much brush do you want? Oh, about 35. Lovely. There you go. Smear it in. That's it. And then the tourists will never know. I'm so ruddy environmentally friendly. There you go. Have some of that. And that bit. Yep. Good. Right, okay, on to the next bit. Something still unhappy with me. Like that's a first. Yeah, there's your train track. Weren't you following the train track and signalling as we went? Merrily. Well, I don't know about merrily, but we were certainly doing that. Okay, good. I've got flipping cat hair up my nose. Onwards. Wasn't it supposed to be a quick episode? And what I was aiming for, not necessarily quick. I was going, well, if I'm done with this in 20 minutes, great. But at the same time, as long as what we end up with is somewhat worthwhile and the adventure along the way was solid, then I'm cool with it. All right, where's your points? There's the points. You didn't catch that that lumpy bit that you spake of previously. I didn't, did I? I don't know where it was, but it was a bit like that. You sure it's not that bit? There you go. I don't want to do too much. I mean, the savagery of the smoothing gun these days, thanks to the aforementioned. What the heck is that one supposed to do? Means that you barely give it a dab. No, that road's all connected up nicely, and you've upgraded it. Here it is. That's the bit you were looking at, right there. Okay. Do you want to carve out a view? No. I'm going to leave it, because we're going to ride it in a sec, and then we'll know if it's good or not. But we've got to make Hill Valley whole again. We've ruined it for everybody who lives here, and now we need to restore their faith in us as stewards of construction majesty. Right. Bit of smoothing, bit of smoothing. Okay. Alright, well that's gone. That's gone. Alright, upgrade this this interstate bit here. No. Don't get optimistic with your train track. We're not doing any more of that now. Medium. I think medium will be fine. Give me the magic wand. You know you're going to bulldoze that in the next episode. Yeah, so what? That's next episode's problem. But for this episode, I want to walk away from it afterwards and go, and a job well done. Now, those are two fat bits of one-way road. I'm a big fan of fat bits of road, as you know. What's your problem? What are you colliding with? There isn't anything for you to collide with. Don't tell me I can't go directly above the underground station. I'll go over there instead. There you go. You feel happier about that? I think you were going directly above the underground station and it made it unhappy. Does that look like clean angle? There. It's quite tricky to know for sure. Does that look straight? I'm looking at this top bit to go, is that straight across the top of there? Where's the bit that... It's here. That's the bit that swivels that. There you go. I think that's near as you like straight. You just don't want it... I'm not obsessed with it being... about it being 100% straight. Straight-ish is good enough. Yeah, I know. We just arbitrarily took out someone else's house there as well. No. This. There you go. And that's just so I can make this a little bit neater. Really? That was some very neat road laying you were doing there. Yeah, well, I thought so too. It wasn't even road laying. I was smoothing. Yeah, you know what I mean. What's happening here? Nothing good. No. All right, give me that. Give me this. Let's upgrade this to a level of modernity we feel comfortable with. 8 buildings will be moved. Moved is okay. It's just bulldozing. We're going to try a little bit toward avoiding. Yeah, we don't want to nuke them. I mean, we don't care if we do nuke them, but I mean, we don't want to. It's not what we set out to do. It's only when they're in the way that they end up with an ICBM landing down the back of the outside toilet. Right, give me that. Yeah. And then, where does this go? Oh, you know, around. But it doesn't need to go anywhere. Yeah, but it might do. You're going to make this one way? I suppose I ought to, hadn't I? Okay. So, from sort of here, this isn't easy. Ta-da! What's your problem? You're colliding. But with what? Yeah, no. See how it's colliding with the track underneath? No, it's colliding with the whole station. Well, that's okay then. What the hell are you colliding with? Don't make me change station now. I've moved heaven and earth and bulldozed quite a lot of houses to make this happen. Give me regular road. Yeah, no, that's not helped. What kind of foolishness is this? Why put roads in at the side if I can't connect to them? Huh? Maybe you connect to the roads and then hook up the track. No, it's not this bit of track that's giving... Oh, maybe it is. Is that... What's that treated as? Is that like... It's treated it as tunnel start. This flipping station's weird. You're weird. You hear me? And also, you don't need to highlight the train track when I'm building roads. Oh, hold on. It did it there. And... Alright, well look, if you can come out this far, that's progress. Alright, yeah. If you build some extension, yeah, it's not going to like that. And I don't know why, but it doesn't like it. But it's fine and comfortable with that. So let's start there, and then maybe from there we can grow into a beautiful butterfly. Same with you. No, whatever you're trying to do, stop it. I'm trying to snap because it's helpful. Don't get me started on that, bruv. It's just not, it's not worth your time. Stay upright. But I want to snap to everything. I'll snap you real good. There you go, that's helpful. I don't care how long it stretches. It's actually doing something that could be conceivably used. Okay, there is track under there, and it's going to emerge here-ish. Maybe it might emerge anywhere. Who knows? I mean, I set things up and I haven't really got a clue what's going to happen. I wonder if you can actually upgrade these pieces of road to be two-way rather than one. I think what you wanted to do was actually make that selection on the way in. Maybe that was an option. No, they're not real roads. This does not amaze me. Okay, right. And then I'm going to leave those dangling because we're still coming out of there, and therefore let's not poke that badger. Let's wait and see. Yeah, I know, I'm getting rid of this bit. That's the bit it seems to find objectionable, so I'm getting shot of it. And then change that back into medium. You don't deserve fat road because the fat road makes you argumentative. Do that. Come this way a bit further. What we have discovered is if you take it off the screen, it doesn't know whether to argue with you or not. And so it doesn't bother. Hook that onto there. I've got a feeling this is temporary. And then from there over here. All right, and then from good luck here to there. Oh, yeah. Great. Is it? I can't tell because it's showing me the rail at the same time as the road. There must be a button I can press somewhere that won't do that, but I'm not going to look for it now. Frankly, if I don't know what that button is by now, I'm never going to know. So, I've just got over it. Just now. Right, do that. Yes, I know I've severed the main connection. I'm about to stick it back in again. Hold on. Yeah, this, that, this. Twisting my melon man. Oh, in fact, let's just go. Yeah. The first casualty of that particular construction was a tree. Over there. There you are. Good. But I planted loads of trees today, so, you know, my Junior David Attenborough fan club badge is still very much intact. And someday he's going to rock up. Contributor to nature. And I go, thanks. Right, now, I would quite like to make a connection there, but I know for a fact it's not going to like that. This brown bit here, I've a feeling, is the no-go zone. That's the no joy will be had in this area. So maybe I'll leave that alone. You know what? You've got sufficient there to make this work. Okay. And you're pushing the hour mark. More or less. What's happening over here? Psst, anybody's ruddy guess. Where does this go? That way. Leave the city alone now and let it manifest in a way that it... City, that's laughable. It's barely a hamlet now that you've nuked it. Where are you going to put your train depot? Just asking for a friend. Oh, yeah. What about here? That's where it was before. And you know, you were being humorous. Don't know. Yeah, because that's going uphill, isn't it? Yep. There are no other depots on this route, are there? No, otherwise there wouldn't be a depot where you just encountered one. What about City 17? That's a nothing kind of a town. We could slap a depot in here and everybody would be like, look what we've got, everyone. We're important too. We're validated by our depot. Yeah, you could stick it out here next to the tools depot factory. That way it will feel like, you know, oh yeah, double purpose going on. This depot is also going to need to serve your electric route. No, sorry, City 17, I'm cancelling that. Oh no, we're invalidated again. You know, you want your depot at Hell Valley. Yeah, because part of it's going to need to be electric. Yes, so what? Down the other side? Well, extend your train track and then find out where it ends up. It ends up there. Is that... No, but that's coming uphill. Huh, curious. What happens if we stay on the flat then? You stay underground. You're going to need to come back uphill because you were going down slope to be able to get underneath the underground station that you were in. I don't know what kind of trans-dimensional rubbish is going on there, but there's something weird about it, and you can't trust it. Yeah, that's good. And then come out on the... Now what are you doing? It's anyone's guess. Theoretically still coming uphill. Okay, good. Get rid of that. Put this back in. Yeah. And then... Bob's your uncle. Is he? Actually, I think he's one of the few relations of yours who isn't called Bob. Right. Give me that. That's the ticket. That's the turkey. That's the librarian you wanted. Okay, give me this. Upgrade all of this lot, please. You don't, strictly speaking, need to upgrade that lot. Well, actually, that's true. Give me track avec électrique, s'il vous plaît. Bring her out here. All right. Continue à tout droit. There you go. All right, and then do a peel off here on the flat. Now, the ideal here would be to integrate this in such a way that the city could grow around it. That would be kind of cool. But I think we're already too far outside town, and therefore it's not gonna hunt. But it is kind of nifty. Although let's keep this on the same elevation, nay flatitude, as its neighbour there. I think it's because you switched on. No. Please just follow your nose and do whatever the landscape says. You're going to go, that's iffy. Right, come out over here. This doesn't need to be electrified. I'm going to keep it electrified, though, just in case, in a fit of madness, I decide to upgrade the trains that run on there to be electrics. And see, now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking, you know what? An electric... No, you'd have to electrify all the way to Melonflex, and we already discussed that. Okay, fine. Is that... Are they... No, that's still going up. Well, that's awkward. Give it some of this. All right, give it a bit of that. Punch this. Flip that. Everybody's laughing. Okay. Right, bung a depot on the end of this monkey here. 1 times depot. Swerve. And go on then. There's the track. Look. Show the rabbit to the track. I'm showing the rabbit the track, but the rabbit is not interested. Look, Oh, what is it? You'll snap a piece of road to a piece of track that's 500 metres underground, but you can't be bothered to snap a flipping depot onto the end of the track like you used to. Curses. This. If this is what I've got to do to make you comply, and that's not even done it right. Now, this. Wallop. Hey, it's a modern ruddy miracle. Yeah. Yeah, go on, get in. Yeah, you've built Depot Hollow going on there. Right. Now that that's done, well, I've had things on pause for a bit. Yeah, but that's because you knock out roads and you're wary to the nature of the AI and its willingness to just start smashing things in even though you've just bulldozed it. Okay, right, there we go. Let's go and update that route. It's only one extra stop, but it is a heck of an extra amount of distance. And I guess we'll be running it in sort of reverse order because we'll start at the end and work our way back. Okay, here is the line. Sunnydale. Yeah, alright, so from Sunnydale, we will then head out to the Hill Valley, which is there. That is quite a bit of route there. Well, you get a lot of route for your money, and then Sunnydale on the way back, and then everybody's ruddy pleased. Now then, what are we running here at the moment? Talk to me about the vehicle in question. Yeah, give me information, friend. What are you? This is the SNCF 231A 582. Its condition is very bad. Well, you know what then? We'll replace it and then clone it. I will stick with Steam because Steam is what we're sticking with. Now, that there SNCF is a train. That's a 241p. Isn't that what we're running? Didn't you just say that? Let's pretend that that's what I was saying. What are you capable of? You're capable of 119. This is a pretty flipping heck. This is quite a powerful train, you know. Right then. Then it's our Huckleberry. Get it situated. Okay, right. Bang some passenger on it. Now, yeah, I mean, I'm tempted. I've got so many British carriages to work with. What about sleepers? Well, they are going to be on there for a while. Yeah, you know, that could be interesting. We could put sleeper carriages on there. And I think these maroon liveried friends, there you go, that would work. That's... What are we packing here? It'll take goods, yeah. There's 136 capacity, but it doesn't say... Well, it's 24 times... That's loading speed. What's the actual capacity? I don't know, but it's a good long train. How exciting. Yeah, go on then. Well, you know what you didn't do? Oh, no, I've got to... No, don't tell me. You didn't actually buy the carriages. Right. Should we try that again? I think that would be advisable, yes. All right, what's your capacity? 145. We don't need 145. 136. Okay, yeah, thank you. And then... No, you've still got to add the locomotive back in. Yeah. See, this is it's a tutorial now. Yeah, we're in a tutorial video. I'm teaching you everything you need to know about being amazing and proficient. Where's it gone? It's down here somewhere. Oh, yeah, no, I'm honestly not new here. It might feel like I am, but I'm not. That one, yeah, that's got a baggage car, then a sluff, slap, sluff, bug, maroon. There you go. And if you say those words often enough, you'll summon the undead. Gimme. Hey, right, 120 peoples and 16 goods, which it's never going to find. I've no idea. It's a 233 metre train. I don't know if I've got 160s as far as stations are concerned on there. I bet I have. Yeah, I rather suspect you have as well. Well, it just gives you a reason to upgrade Erg Melonflex, doesn't it? Where's it going to at the moment? Erg Melonflex. Huh. Oh well, let's work with it and see where we get to. Right, go and have a look at that vehicle. All right, well, we'll do it this way then. Here we go. Hold on, we'll do the let's let her out the cabin. Come on, out the cabin with you. Should have made the... If you made the loco red, it would arguably really... Or you'll try and find something fairly close to the maroon you've got going on there. I think it could genuinely pop. However... I mean, part of it, obviously, is that it's a brand new locomotive and it looks jolly crispy. You're really going to have upset the Puritans with this, you know. Well, that's possible, but equally possible is you'll go, well, actually, I think you'll find that this actual consist existed. Oh, stun me. It's well worth it. These carriages are so nicely done. And the sound as well. The sound of the... Oh, it's just brilliant. Oh, I want to get on board and see if this station is... Flipping heck! Yeah, it is. I was about to ask whether it was worth it or not. Yep. It is totally worth it. And this train is only slightly too long for the station. Alright, well, we'll stay here. Yeah, anybody who didn't get on the train is now, you know, fully smoked out. Anybody who is on the train, well, they're getting smoked out on an ongoing basis because obviously some of them kept the windows open. Right, there's a janky underground junction. Get used to it. You'll never see it again. We're not going to ride this particular section again. I'll tell you that for now. We've got 6 passengers on board. Victory is ours! Here we go. Now, do you just want the sat on the front buffer kind of view here, or do you want to take something a little bit more leisurely? Or do you want... No, I'll tell you what you want. I know what you want. You want me to jump off and look for the next passing camera opportunity. Oh my God, there's a load of trees here. Right, where are you coming out? Well, you built the route, you should know. You're coming out. Oh, it's the bridge. The bridge is the next bit. Okay, here we go. We'll wait. That's no... Find your angle. Be quick about it. No, it's going through a flipping long tunnel, man. It's... Do you want it to come past? Do we want to see it coming head on? Choose. 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 Oh, there. I'll have this. This'll work. Alright, I'll do better on the next one. I'll do better on the next one. We're going to wait for the whole thing to go past, though. Because that's fine. That is very nice. That is a very appealing shot. Okay, get to the next one. We just missed that. Okay, get to the next one. Oh, winding around the mountain sides. Go on, give me a little bit more precision, would you? That's not it. No. That's not bad. That's not bad. Look at it. It's all flipping smoke and thunder. Fantastic sound. Fantastic sound. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, terrific. Look at it go. I bet it doesn't go that fast coming the other way. No, it probably doesn't. Then what? Then we're coming down here. Okay. The trees don't help. Well, you did say that was likely to be a problem. There you go. We'll start. We'll go from here. This was probably going to clip through the camera, but I don't think we care that much. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. No, I can't press H. Oh, bum. Because I'm not attached to it. I mean, except in an emotional fashion. Ah, yeah. Actually, based on that I just spawned this at the far end, I think we might have actually spaced these trains quite nicely. I know, that was intentional. Yeah, that was okay. Yeah, it was okay. It should be absolutely thundering down here, of course, but it's got a really tight junction. Is this a 160? 180, I think it is, isn't it? Whatever it is, it's a one of them, and the train is going to be too long. Because it is worth having a train this long. There is not a prayer that this train ever turns a profit. Not a hope. Not a chance. Never going to happen. Not even slightly. Actually, I take that back. No, I don't take that back at all. There is maybe the slimmest of chances, 52 passengers on board, there is the slimmest of chance that it turns a profit by the time I've expanded it to be full length, if it can go end to end. The problem is there are so many slow sections on here that actually making that happen is going to be a complete mission. Yeah, where's the other? Here's the other one now. Well, we'll stick with our chosen warrior here and go all the way up to Melonflex. But we'll stay where we are for the moment because our counterpart's about to come in the opposite direction. About to. It's rounding the side of the tunnel right now. There you go. Hey. That's a goodly amount of train. Look, I'm impressed, all right? I like a goodly amount of train, and that's what we've scored. I don't think we've got a goodly amount of passengers, but who's counting? Other than, you know, the economists. We can't ride this all the way to Melonflex. It's flipping miles away. Just call it here, son, and then show a little bit more during your spectacular outro ramble. Okay, there you go. That's it for today. In the next episode... Ooh, let me know in the comments, because I haven't done it yet, so let me know. What do you want? The continuation of this route, or do you want to do the electric route? We can do either. The electric route's probably just going to be a... well, it's a swing round to I don't know what the city's called. Stegsville. I don't know what I called it. Whatever I called it, that, right? And that's going to be an easy bit, so we'll do that in one hit. And then straight up to Metropolis via a helix, I suspect. With some kind of electric train. I might even go fishing for an electric train to put on that route. There's a lot of people waiting here. They are going to be very disappointed. No, they're going to have a nice little lie down in the afternoon. Ah, good. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Cheerio. Sometimes, you know, you build a track that you kind of go, that is a nice bit of track. Don't mind if I do. And then you put a train on it and you go, well, that train will do the job, won't it? And sometimes you build a track and you kind of go, well, the track's a bit duff. But how about that train, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, and that's where we are today. How about that train, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. Also, I think it was possibly an error wearing a green shirt in front of a green screen. But you know, if you don't explore these options, how are you to know? So yeah, as mentioned in the old comments, what do you want? What do you want? Do you want? Or do you want? Right? Which do you want? Which do you want? Tell me. And then I might. I can't promise I'll do it, but I might.